Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees and friends, here we are in Vilagovinda Ashram in northern Italy, but we are talking all over the world by the grace of modern technology. We're in the year 2025, we're living in the future. A happy new year to everybody, and happiness can only come by proper adjustment. And so here we are, trying to share the words of our masters so that we can be properly adjusted in this world. This world is a difficult place to be, but with proper adjustment we can find, as Srila Guru Maharaj says, we will find that everything is perfect, that everything is coming to help us to come back home, to our sweet, sweet home, to Goloka Vrindavan, by the grace of Guru and Gauranga. So our Gurus are Om Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, Om Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Rockok Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, Om Vishnupad, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and Bhagavan Om Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, heading our Rupa Nuga Guru Varga, means heading from the recent time, going back to Rupa Goswami and to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. And today, as we speak, it is the disappearance day of Srila Jiva Goswami and of Jagadisha Pandit. And on the Prema Dharma website, there is an article which is about Srila Jiva Goswami's disappearance. And this is by Srila Guru Maharaj, and Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, is giving us some insight into Srila Jiva Goswami's nature. I'm reading just some excerpt. It's a little long, the article, but I'm reading an excerpt, and this excerpt is illustrating Jiva Goswami's very strong character in establishing the authenticity of everything has been given, especially by Jiva Goswami, by Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, and many things they may have said and given without a full explanation of the whys and wherefores. But Jiva Goswami gave all of that confirmation, showing from the scripture, showing from the revealed scripture, that yes, what they have given, take it, understand, it is everything. So it is told that 400,000 verses or more Srila Jiva Goswami composed in Sanskrit in support of their conceptions. So here an excerpt from this article, and the excerpt is by Srila Guru Maharaj. What was Srila Jiva Prabhu's conception? To illustrate it, we can explain as follows. A group of dacoits approach a house, and when the dacoits wanted the key to the house from the proprietor immediately came out and gave it to them. But when they went to the treasury, they saw that there was a guard. The dacoits said, "Open the door. Look here. The proprietor has given us the key. We will now enter the treasury." The guard said, "Where is the key? Let me see." The dacoits gave him the key. The guard took the key and said, "First defeat me, then enter the treasury." Thereafter, in an intense fight, the guard defeated them all and protected his master's honor and wealth. Then Srila Guru Maharaj, putting this all into the context of Jiva Goswami, saying, everywhere we see in a similar way the greatness of Srila Jiva Goswami's service to the Sampradaya, and in the conduct of Srila Prabhupada. Remember, this is Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj speaking, so Srila Prabhupada means Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. This is the way that generation, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's disciples, addressed Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So Srila Guru Maharaj saying, in the conduct of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, we have seen the same sort of endeavor to serve the Sampradaya and his gurus. By discussing the philosophies of Nyaya, Sankhya, Patanjali and so on, Srila Jiva Prabhu endeavored to make the world appreciate the wondrous nature of devotion to the Lord. As an Englishman should be taught in English and a Chinaman should be taught in Chinese, so he grasped the teachings of these sampradayas and endeavored to make them understand his desired end. Still today, distinguished scholars become fascinated to see the great outcome of Sri Jiva's expertise in all the scriptures. The foremost aspect of Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhu's pastimes that naturally appears before our eyes is his protection of the proper conception of loving devotion to Sri Krishna, replete with knowledge, realization and detachment. He cut asunder the conceptions of those who were proud of their materialistic learning and firmly established the conception of devotion to Sri Krishna through his 6 sandarbhas. Furthermore, so that students would not go down the wrong path and instead follow the path so that students would not go down the wrong path and instead follow the path of pure devotion from the start of their education, and so they would be engaged in chanting the names of the Lord at every moment, Jiva Goswami wrote Sri Hari Namamrita Vyakaran and started a new era even in the world of grammar, because this is a grammar book that Srila Gurudev appreciated, Srila Govinda Maharaj appreciated so much, and there the grammar which is necessary to learn to be learnt by the Sanskrit students, grammar is being taught using Krishna and Krishna's names as examples. So Jiva Goswami, he started a new era even in the world of grammar. His style and endeavors were like those of a prince. To follow and please his gurus, he would go out and spend his days and nights at the base of a tree. Yet the expression that is seen in this world of his tremendous propensity to engage in the service of Sri Sri Radha Govinda is extremely rare. Through his conduct, the position of being a prideless, respectful, surrendered servant of the Vaishnavas has been established throughout the world in a highly revered form. And then a little later on, Srila Guru Maharaj is expressing, Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan were embodiments of Sriman Mahaprabhu's verse, Trinadapi Sunichena, to the extent that even Mahaprabhu himself said in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, Tava doinye fate mora hia, that your humility breaks my heart. With tears in the Lord's eyes, Mahaprabhu said, I cannot tolerate it any more, Sanatan. Check your humility. Here, the servant has defeated the master, giving the Lord 100 times more than he desired. The servant has gone beyond the limit. Wonderful. That expression in Chaitanya Charitamrita, where Mahaprabhu is saying, don't be so humble. It is amazing and always jumps out at us when we read it. And here, Srila Guru Maharaj making his substantial comment. Here, the servant has defeated the master, giving the Lord 100 times more than the Lord desired. The servant has gone beyond the limit. Srila Guru Maharaj continuing. Again, Srila Jiva Goswami, through his conduct, unlocks the door to the second chamber, to the treasury of Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan, and amazes everyone. He has said, so that no one makes any offense at the supremely glorious, supramundane feet of my gurus, and so that everyone understands the greatness of my gurus. First of all, I have had to raise my head. And Guru Maharaj saying, here is the foundation for the mentality of an Acharya described in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Jiva Goswami was fully adorned with all good qualities, boundless learning, nobility, vigor, and so on. From boyhood onwards, he lived a very long life as a brahmachari. Even if the storehouse of nectarian knowledge, whose door he opened and whose contents he distributed all over the world, is looted for infinite time, it will always and in ever new ways continue to gradually increase. I'll repeat that last sentence. Even if the storehouse of nectarian knowledge, whose door he opened and whose contents he distributed all over the world, is looted for infinite time, it will always and in ever new ways continue to gradually increase. Then Thakur Srila Bhaktivinoda has said about him, Sri Jiva Goswami kobe siddhanta shalile nivai bena tarka nala chitta jahe jwale. Translation of which is, when will Sri Jiva Goswami extinguish the fire of argument that burns in my heart extinguish that fire of argument that burns in my heart with the water of his Siddhanta. Hare Krishna. I would like to read the last paragraph, and actually the last two paragraphs. It's quite short though, so please bear with me. So Srila Guru Maharaj saying, argument or doubt is a troublesome disease. It burns like fire. Instead of peace, it increases agitation. But when Sri Jiva is merciful to us, we can find peace. What we understand to be matters of argument, he has raised, rebutted, and refuted 1,000 times more arguments than that in his 6 Sandarbhas. Thus, still today, the educated society praises him as a wellspring of learning and brilliance. After perfectly serving the Sampradaya with great reverence for a very long time and completely fulfilling the desires of his gurus, Sri Jiva Prabhu purified today's date and withdrew, because today is his disappearance day. He purified today's date and withdrew. Today, on this day, we are begging especially for his mercy. He is the guardian of the door to loving devotion, Raga Bhakti. May he mercifully open the door to the path of love, Raga Marga, manifested by his Sri Guru Pada Padma, and bless us by giving us the qualification to enter it. This is our prayer. The fatal downfall of the mundane imitationists, the Prakrita Sahajya Sampradaya, that ignore him is truly heartbreaking. So the fatal downfall of the mundane imitationists that ignore him is truly heartbreaking. He is the guardian of our wealth, our everything. This is our conviction. And then Srila Guru Maharaj quotes a verse, and the translation of that verse is, with his nectarian teachings, Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhu revealed the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, whose effulgence had been hidden by the mud of calculation, the dust of fallacious logic, and the ditch of illusionism, Mayavad. May he be our shelter. And that verse, Ja Shankya Pankina Kutarka Pangshuna Vivata Gartena Chalupte Diditam Shudhang Vyadhad Vak Suddaya Maheshwaran Krishnan Sajiva Prabhu Astu Me Gatihi. Hare Krishna Mayavad, illusionism. Jai, Jai Srila Jiva Goswami ki Jai, Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Srila Gurudev ki Jai. And in turn, Srila Govinda Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, he also expresses that Srila Guru Maharaj in many ways was very similar to Srila Jiva Goswami, because Srila Guru Maharaj carefully protecting the Sampradaya to such an extent that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur extended to him the title, recognized him with the title Bhakti Rokkok, the protector of devotion. And with full Siddhanta, with encyclopedic knowledge of the scriptures and knowing them by the grace of and through the grace of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, then Srila Guru Maharaj stood, as Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur did, as Srila Jiva Goswami did, stood there guarding that treasure house of love of Godhead, beauty, sweetness, charm and love. Often we think a guard is going to be very harsh and heartless, but the opposite. They are guarding the treasure house of heart. So to our wonderful guardians, Srila Bhakti Rokkok Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and our Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Vaga, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, going up to Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Jiva Goswami's protection of all of this treasure, and Mahaprabhu himself, who opened that treasure house, that store, and made it ready to distribute. So let us accept it without argument, without doubt, not to go into that diseased condition, but to accept with a simple heart the pure line of loving devotion given to us, extended to us by our Divine Masters. All glories to our Divine Masters, all glories to the devotees, all glories to the Nama Acharya, the perfect example of the chanting of the holy name, Srila Haridas Thakur, and all glories indeed to the holy name and to this day of Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhu's disappearance. Jai Shri Jiva Goswami Prabhu ki Jai, and Jai Shri Jagadish Pandit, who disappeared today also, an eternal associate of the Lord and considered as one of the branches of the Nityananda followers. So following specifically with heart to Nityananda, and with heart to Nityananda and Gauranga, may that treasure house of Krishna Prema be available to all. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Garadhara, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta